Hi there and welcome to Gaming Longplay's another episode here, which we are going to play through Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers for the PlayStation 2. If you do like this channel, please click the subscribe button and please do click the like button. That will help me grow a little bit. Otherwise, let's start the show. So, Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers for PlayStation 2, I actually got it back when it was released. I played it like hell together with my brother. It's absolutely one of my favorite action games for the PlayStation 2, and it's actually probably one of my better movie games that is out there on the market. I really do enjoy playing this game, and I think it's freaking awesome. To be fair, I actually did beat the game a year ago or 2 years ago, and I uploaded that video, but because of all censorships, the video was taken down by YouTube. I couldn't show it for you guys. There's a lot of FMV clips directly from the movie, which makes it kind of difficult to upload the full game together with the cinematics. Same goes with the music as well. There is a lot of music coming directly from the movie, which are also under censorships. So that is kind of making it kind of difficult. But I'm going to try to keep all the cinematics that are made inside the game. So we're gonna start off the first level here, playing as Isildur on the Great War for the Rings, or for the Ring, that is, the Fate of Middle-earth. As you saw earlier, I actually played through my saved game file that I had from 2 years ago. And the reason is because I want to play as Aragorn, and he's fully upgraded. Well, not fully upgraded, he's max level 10, but he's not fully upgraded. Which makes us way more powerful than we are supposed to be at the early stages, but it's gonna help us on the later stages, because on the later stages it's gonna become mayhem. There's orcs and urukais everywhere. You're kind of on a timer as well, so the more powerful we are, the easier it gets. And I'm playing on normal difficulty as well. I'm not playing on easy or hard difficulty, because I kind of feel like on easy difficulty it kind of gets a little bit too easy, and on hard difficulty it kind of gets way too difficult for me to play right now. I haven't played a game, as I said, for like 2 years, and before that I hadn't played the game since it got released on PlayStation 2. But anyway, I really do enjoy this game. I have had so much fun with it. Me and my brother got it as a surprise from our parents. I don't know, we probably behaved well or something, and they wanted to surprise us, and this game is just pure awesomeness. I were a total Lord of the Rings freak back in the days. Shit, I still am, to be honest. I kinda love the Lord of the Rings universe. I read all the books, and I've seen all the movies. The first movie, I think I saw it on cinema like 3 or 4 times. The Two Towers, I think I watched like 3 times, and Return of the King, I think I went to the movie or the cinema like 4 times as well. So I've been watching these movies way too many times. Actually, last week or for 2 weeks ago, me and my wife sat down and started having a Lord of the Rings marathon. The extended versions, of course. We lay down in the bed together with our kids and saw the first movie non-stop, except for when we had to change the disc, of course. But anyway, on to the game. You got like 2 basic attacks, like X makes you do a fast attack and triangle makes you do a powerful attack. You can block with square. I'm not really sure what circle does, but yeah, that's it. You can do a backstep with R2, and you can pull out a bow with R1 or L1 and blow the enemies into smithereens. So after you're done with a stage, you get to this upgrade or points, upgrade points section, which tells you how you did on the stage. You can get good or fair, good, excellent, and perfect, and you want to get as many perfect as much possible. And the reason is you get more points for doing it, but you also get more powerful attacks doing it. So the second stage, you got to face off against the Nazguls in Väderklint, or whatever it's called. I think it's called like Väderklint in Swedish. I'm not sure what it's called in English though. And the story of the game takes place between Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring, and the Two Towers. So the last stage will be defending Helm's Deep, which is awesome. And it's Aragorn who tells Eowyn all the whole freaking story up to the point when they get to and I forgot about the name now. That's awesome. The country Rohan. Sorry, Rohan. Anyway, so this stage takes place guarding Frodo. He hasn't been stabbed with the Morgul blade yet, and you need to defend him with heavy attacks, where you attack with your torch, and the torch can get can burn out, so you need to relay the torch by attacking the brazier that's in the middle. That's probably everything there is to this stage. Just smash those Nazguls, make them burn. And there's a lot of Nazguls. I think you face off against probably 9 of them, all 9, but I'm not sure. So Frodo has gone into the Shadow Realm, or whatever it's called, and he's gonna get stabbed now, so you need to hurry up before he dies. If his life actually takes out, it's game over. Well, not game over, but you lose the stage, that is. And as you can see, it's ticking down all the time. And we got a health bar as well. We got the green sword in the upper left corner. Under that one, you actually do have an armor meter as well. It's the gray one. And you can do some pickups, get more, not get more, but you can get health refills. If there's a green vial on the floor, or on the, so the green vial lets you refill all of your health, and there's a red vial as well that will refill like 25% of your health. There's also arrows you can pick up. You can pick up points, which lets you get more upgrade points. That's as easy as there is. You can also get a weapon upgrade, or not, kind of like a weapon upgrade, a timed weapon upgrade, which lets you do massive with damage. So right here I'm upgrading the last of the 4 skills that I haven't upgraded yet. We're gonna take Isildur's Gambit this time, and I'm gonna save the rest for when I got more points. It's kind of easy to get more upgrade points, because if you just play through the games, you will most certainly hit level 10 and picking up a couple of combos, weapon upgrades, shield, and everything like that along the way. So it's not that difficult to miss or not to upgrade your hero. You can actually play as Gimli and Legolas as well, and I really do recommend you to do that, because even though the gameplay doesn't change drastically while doing it, it's kind of fun to play as Legolas, who is fast as hell with his bow. Sorry. Kind of tired today. I've been at work, and I'm soon gonna go and be a soccer trainer for my youngest kid. Anyway, you can also play as Gimli, as I told you. He's more like a melee fighter. As you can see in the background, they are still level 1. Anyway, we're moving on to stage 3. It's the Pathway to Moria. It's probably called something else, but I'm gonna say Pathway to Moria because that's what it is. And I told you guys that I will trim out the segments where the actual movie meets up with the game, in-game cinematics. I'm just gonna play the in-game cinematics, and sometimes I'm too fast and press to skip the cinematic, even though it's kind of like an in-game cinematic. Anyway, so Gimli and Aragon is gonna move on to Moria to check so the place is actually kind of safe for the rest of the Fellowship to traverse. But we're gonna be the scouts on this mission, and it's kind of sad that they actually didn't implement a co-op campaign in this one, because there's multiple of levels where you could actually play, or should be able to play as 2 characters, but you can't. It's just a single-player game this time. There's another game called The Return of the King that focuses more on that movie, which is actually a co-op playing. Cannot speak today, sorry for that. Co-op game, and I really do recommend you to try it out as well, because this game is awesome, but The Return of the King is even more awesome, and you can play as more characters in that one as well. Yeah, so you can play as more characters in Return of the King. You can play as Gandalf the White, you can play as Aragorn, Gimli, Legolas, Samwise Gamgee, and as well Frodo, I think. I think you can play co-op in all those 3 different chapters or story segments, but I'm not sure because I haven't played that game in quite some time. But as you can see, we're just slaying orc. Oh, that's no orcs, by the way, it's goblins. We're slaying goblins after goblin after goblin. Pretty easy. The bow is actually pretty freaking powerful right now as well. We have upgraded it to the max. And as you can see, you can deflect arrows, but I do believe it's kind of slow to deflect them. It's faster to just try to shoot them down with the bow and take an extra hit, if that's happening, than standing and deflecting them and then try to shoot them down. There's also a lot of different combos. I want to do that Isildur Swift something combo. It's XX triangle, I do believe. Anyway, you ended that combo with a powerful swing, and the sword shines in white light, making it kind of a little bit more powerful the last attack. It's also great to take down shielded enemies, because there's different enemy types in this game, of course. You do have, I think I spoke about that a little bit in Isildur's stage, but we can speak about it a little bit again. So you got those fast-moving goblins, orcs, and urukais, and you got shielded urukai. No, not shielded urukais, but shielded goblins and shielded orcs, which you need to bash triangle to smash their shields down. On the later stages, when you're overrun with orcs and other enemy types, you really need to do almost every attack with a heavy attack just to smash a couple of shields. Because if you go with a fast attack against them, you're probably gonna hit their shield and they will kind of stun lock you, probably not stun lock you, but make you flinch and not hitting them, and you're open for an attack on yourself. We got arrowmen or bowers, whatever you call them. Enemies who fire at you from a distance, that is. You can take them down pretty easy with a ranged attack. Pretty sweet. And we're disturbing the water, as you can see. The tentacle just came up and grabbed that goblin out of the blue. He's no more in the life or in the realm of the living. He kind of got screwed over. Sometimes you get kind of locked in between enemies and they keep on smashing you. You cannot actually do anything about to getting free from them. Just waiting to get knocked back so you get a little bit more room to attack them. So there's a red vial, by the way, and there's a green one. The green ones are awesome, refills your health to the maximum. So we're at our first kind of boss fight, or this is actually the first boss fight, I would say. Gimli is knocked down, and I'm not even sure what that thing is called. I'm calling it a kraken, but I am probably wrong. So it took me a while to figure out how to actually damage him. Like I told you guys, I hadn't played this game in quite some time, so I tried to smash him with a melee attack. That didn't work. I went back and tried to fire at it with arrows, and then I were like, okay, let's try to block his incoming attacks, because this cannot be true. And I tried to fire with arrows, then I were like, okay, that didn't work, so let's try to block it and smash it down with a melee attack. That worked, and the Kraken's head is popping up. Let's shoot it with an arrow, and as you can see, I do quite an amount of damage on him, and that's mostly because I upgraded the arrows to the maximum, and it's just rinse and repeat at this stage. Hopefully we can take it down before it takes you down. Pretty sweet and easy boss once you figure out what to do, because you can block all incoming attacks without having to worry too much about it. And once you shoot an arrow to his head, it dives down again, but if you're fast enough, you can get him to get up pretty quick again. So that takes care of the pathway to Moria. Pretty sweet level, if you ask me. And one thing I've been thinking about playing this, because I'm kind of experimenting with my HDMI converter right now for retro consoles such as PlayStation 2, GameCube, and so on. I kind of think that the picture is kind of dark, but sometimes I do believe the game were kind of dark as well. When I played Dragon Quest 8, Journey of the Cursed King, I kind of I kind of hide up the lightning a little bit on the stream, and it actually worked perfect. Same with this game, I kind of upped the lightning a little bit, and it kind of showed off. I do believe that, at least. But then again, at dark areas, it kind of feels like it's really dark. But I don't know, I might be just me who are overthinking the game. I do believe the game is this kind of dark at the darkest area, so it's nothing that I can fix or do anything different. But I'm trying to find the best solution to record the older games. But anyway, we're at the Tomb of Moria now. That is one of my top 3 levels, I would say. It's Tomb of Moria, Amonhen, and the Defense of Helm's Deep that are my 3 top levels of this game, at least, and they are kind of awesome. So yeah, Gandalf is reading. I'm gonna be quiet a bit here. This scene is freaking awesome. It's kind of like in the movie. It's almost identical to the movie, to be honest. So on this stage, that orc really had an arrow through his head and still kept on fighting. So I did a kind of grapple move there on him and kind of killed him directly. What I've been thinking when I play this game is that I would love to see a kind of remaster or remake of this game with better graphics. That would be awesome to see this level turned into a modernized level where you get overrun with orcs. All you have to do is just smash, try to survive, and keep them at bay as long as you can. Like in the movie, that would be freaking sweet to do with the modernized graphics. So yeah, you're just gonna keep on smashing goblins until you get ambushed by a cave troll, who are appearing real soon, I do believe. But this is kind of cool as well, because they added all the extra characters in here as well. You got Gandalf the Grey, you got Boromir, Legolas, Gimli. I do believe Frodo is running around as well, but not the other hobbits, which is kind of strange that they excluded them out of this scene, because the whole freaking fellowship is here. But then again, I do understand why, the limitations of the console and that era of games. is making it kind of maybe impossible to have all the characters on the same battlefield, if you know what I mean. But there you get to see Legolas in action as well. He kind of mashed away with his arrows. He's awesome with that. He's fast as hell with his bow, just like it should be. Gimli is strong as an ox with his axe as well. So, like it should be. Yeah, like it really should be. But anyway, we are smashing through this without any worries. And the thing is, the health drops are kind of random, if you ask me. Sometimes it feels like, holy crap, I really need health refill real soon, and then it drops like 2 or 3 of them. And sometimes it's like, okay, I really do not need anything right now, but still I get like 4 health vials at the same time. Okay, so now it's getting serious here. And there you have it, the cave troll. So I were not ready to actually start battling the cave troll because I forgotten about the strategy I used to use on him. So I had to figure it out again. You can see my health drops real quick at this boss battle. But then again, I quickly realized what to do and how to best attack this dude. So what you have to do is run up to him, hit him twice with a triangle button attack. That is a strong attack. Then you have to run away. There is quick step which you do like that, and then you run back to him, smash him, jump back, and rinse and repeat. But this boss battle isn't just on melee side. Now you are up on a ledge and trying to avoid getting hit by him. He's gonna whip you with his chain, so you're gonna take cover, and once you do that, you're also gonna get attacked by a couple of goblins, but they're no bigger problem. You need to start firing at him with your arrows and your bow and do the last damage at him that way. And he can smash the pillars as well, so remember that. That's the way how you're supposed to do it. Just run past, let him hit the pillar, fire a couple of arrows at him, and run back in hiding behind the pillar, and rinse and repeat, and this will be a victory for you without any worries. So we got another health drop there at the right time. I think I found kind of like a blind spot at this point. Yeah, we did. We're behind cover and can still hit him with our arrows, which do take away a quite bit of a chunk of his health bar. So with that done, we are done with the Moria level. So yeah, once we are done, we're getting back to the point upgrade points section of the game. You do that all the time when you finish a stage, even though you don't need the points for upgrading anything. And we're getting to the upgrade section as well, and the next section will be if we want to save the game. You can always save the game after beating a stage, which is awesome. Sometimes you do not have that great amount of time to play video games, and sometimes you are only able to play like one or two levels. So this is a perfect way to just take away a bit of stress from you. You're able to save the game almost anytime you want to, but not inside a level. So you do need to beat the level if you start it up. But anyway, it usually do take like 10 to 15 minutes top to beat a level. And now we're in Fangorn's forest. Gandalf has sacrificed himself to the huge Balrog. Oh, I forgot the name. Is it Balrog? I cannot really remember his name. that huge flaming monster anyway. So no, it's not at Fangorn's Forest. We're at the Amonhem, another one of my favorite levels. This is so freaking cool because you can hear Boromir below his Gondor horn. You're getting swarmed with running Urukais, and your goal for this mission is just to kill 75 Urukais while keeping Frodo safe. Once you kill 75 Urukais, you are going to face off against Lurtz, the big Urukai who kills Boromir. Yeah, it's just a stunning level because this game is way back on the PlayStation 2, and it got these awesome environments and getting swarmed with enemies. And I kind of think this was kind of new for that era of gaming. I just went to the upgrade section to see, kind of look at a combo that I unlocked earlier. I think it's pressing square X and then R2 to insta-kill the enemies. But I were not that good at executing combos this playthrough. I know I've been better at it, but this playthrough I were just horrible getting those combos in, and I didn't even check the combos that I have unlocked earlier either, so I were kind of like just button mashing mostly. But it kind of worked anyway, because yeah, it isn't a difficult game per se. You can actually survive. You do not need to learn the combos at medium difficulty or easy difficulty. Maybe you should probably learn it on the higher difficulty, like hard difficulty. Then it's kind of recommended to do a couple of combos at least. But it's kind of difficult. I kind of found it was kind of difficult to get the execution of the combos. I never got it around, and I'm not that bad at executing combos mostly in other games, but in this game I were kind of bad, real bad. Another cool thing is the arrows actually stuck on your enemy, so if you fire one arrow, you're gonna keep on having that arrow until you kill him. And another thing that I would love to see in this game was some extra hideouts to get collectibles of some sort. It could have been all from cosmetics that will be unlocking new skins for your character, or hidden moves or something. That would be awesome. Something to let me explore the environments that it built up. Probably not in this stage as much, but you will see in Fangorn's Forest is kind of large level, which could have been much larger if you just got to explore it a little bit more. But mostly when you find secret areas, there are chests with health potions or arrows, or like point upgrades, or yeah, the temporary upgrade for the sword, which makes you more powerful for a while. And Urukais are mean. They are powerful. They can swipe you down your feet without problems. You can actually smash them down like I did there, and they still keeps on coming back up. So executing the R2 button, killing them insta-kill like that, stabbing them once they are on the ground is... if you haven't upgraded Aragon to level 10 or your hero to level 10, it's kind of a must-do to do on them, to take them out quickly. And as you can see, Frodo's health bar keeps on just dropping down. I think it's kind of like a timer or something. And haven't you upgraded your character like I have, this will be a pretty... not difficult, but it's a challenging level, of course. Because you do need to be fast, you need to keep on killing them. You cannot stay around on the same spot too long, because Frodo's timer will run out and Frodo will be captured. So you still need to move fast on your feet. And this is kind of cool segment as well from the movie. Frodo is hiding, the Urukais are looking for him, Aragorn is running around searching for him. And you can see the pathway behind Aragorn right there that's covered in vines. I do believe you can get inside if you smash them with like a triangle attack, a heavy attack, because there are environmental things that you can break, like logs and stuff, just to get into a kind of secret area where you get health upgrade or something. There could also be the collectibles I spoke with you about earlier. It could also be kind of like health upgrades. You can upgrade to a certain point with points and experience points, but if you do find those extras on the level, you get more health, like a better armor or better sword, magical infused weapon or something. Because the game, sure, it's full of the stories, and you do have a powerful weapon and you can upgrade the damage from it, but then again, you could always upgrade it a little bit more. Like, you get really powerful killing urukais with just a fast attack. That would be awesome if they actually implemented into this game. But what I really liked about this game growing up was that it actually follows the story of the first two movies or in books, and you get to relive those awesome action moments for yourself. This is absolutely what a movie game should be. You reliving those awesome action sequences that happens, and you feel like that badass Aragorn swinging your sword, cutting down the urukais without any problems. I would love to see more movie tie-in games like this, where you get to feel like you're a badass. So I killed every urukais I need. The portrait up in the right corner changed from Frodo to Boromir, who is dying right now, and you can see his health bar is kind of ticking down. So you gotta be fast, but it's not that far to run, it's just down the hill, and you get to see the cinematic where Lurtz is killing Boromir.
On his honor, you shall pay.
So this first part is just a chicken race kinda ish with arrows. Sorry about that. And the second part of this boss battle, you're gonna battle him melee wise, and there's some statues in the environment that you could see right there. You're gonna trick Lurtz to actually attack it, and he's gonna get stuck with his sword. I accidentally did that. Like that, and then you're supposed to actually do all the damage for him, and then you're gonna run to the next statue, let him cut his sword into it, getting it stuck, but you need to be in front of the statue because otherwise it won't work, kind of with a hit detection, I believe. And we're like, okay, I'm gonna kill you now, and I did not. Some attacks didn't hit him like I thought it would, so I kind of tried to do that cool combo, and I succeeded, but the last attack didn't hit him. And now we get the sad part of this Amonhan level where Boromir is dead. And like usual, the point screen, of course. Nothing strange about that. While this is loading, I can actually talk to you guys about my plans for releasing videos. I'm gonna do more with commentating on, and yeah, it takes way more time to actually edit the video with commentating, but I'm gonna start recording videos where I commentating on the gameplay while I'm actually playing the game. That will be kind of cool to see if I can do that at the same time that I'm kind of playing a game where I really need to concentrate, or looking for something that I can speak with you guys directly instead of sitting here rewatching the entire long play video and talk about the gameplay that I already done because I kind of feel like you will get a truer feeling of what I'm thinking about and how I'm reacting to the game that I'm actually playing at the same time. We'll see about if I'm gonna do that. It also saves kind of a little bit of time, but I'll see how I do. I kind of like this way more, where I commentate the video after I actually play the game. Or it's hard to say because I kind of like both of them, but most of the times when I do play or record a game, I actually do stream it at the same time, and I do not want you to have my stream conversations on the long play video, because that is something that I want you just to have the stream viewers having. And we kind of talk about other things than just the video game while I'm streaming and playing at the same time. So it's kind of, I don't know. I kind of feel like I probably, if I'm going to do commentating while playing the game, I cannot stream under the same time, because I do want to talk to you guys on YouTube directly instead. And if I do this way, it's kind of easier for me to actually pause the game and do the commentating afterwards, and I kind of can just pause the editing and kind of do other things, because I am a father and I have a wife who I want to spend time with as well, so I can probably edit the video kind of like an hour, and then I need to do something with my family instead. So that's a perfect way as well. So we just have to wait and see how I progresses with this commentating stuff, but it's kind of feel fresh and new to me to actually do a couple commentating videos instead of just having pure gameplay. But you could see me killing that troll with ease. I kind of found out the strategy with the cave troll, that you're going to smash him with 2 heavy attacks, then backstep, and then run up to him again, 2 fast attacks, or 2 heavy attacks, backstep again. And I'm kind of curious what it's in this deep hole that you're kind of watching. It kind of looks like a, I don't know, an arena for goblins or orcs to do death battles in. But no, they're not gonna have it. I'm coming there and killing them all. I'm saying no to that. And here we have a couple of shielded enemies, and then those are the ones I talked about earlier. You need to do heavy attacks on, smash their shields, and then they are free to attack with fast attacks. You also got those fast enemies who really need to kind of hit with fast attacks because they do a lot of backstepping. But it's no problem. And this is, by the way, the Fangorn Forest, if you missed that. It's one of the longer levels, I would say, largest ones. And it's kind of one of the most boring ones as well. I don't know why I feel that. It's just a feeling I get playing this. Probably because it's not like in the movie with a lot of orcs and all that. Okay, Fangorn Forest is in the movie, but not in this kind of way, where they actually do a battle against orcs and trolls and all that. I don't know why. I kind of feel it's kind of slow-paced level as well. But there's nothing wrong with it. I don't say it's a bad level or anything. It's just not my top 3 levels of the game. And it's kind of cool as well, because in this game they actually have reflection on the water. You can see Aragon and the enemies do the mirrored things. And I do believe this is kind of new for the PlayStation 2 era to have reflections in the water like this. It's not... I can't really remember that many games that actually do have water reflections. So that's kind of cool as well that they added it in the game. So yeah, we're just gonna go through the Fangorn Forest, smashing through orcs, trolls, going through caves, attacking more trolls and orcs, trying to find Merry and Pippin, but instead we find someone else who has grown with all the experience he got from defeating the Balrog. So into the waterfall, and I'm gonna do a mishap with my guidance of the character here. real soon I'm gonna go backwards in the level. I got a kind of bit of turned around, but then again, same strategy works here. Two heavy attacks, backstep, rinse and repeat, kind of like that. It's not that difficult. And I got a perfect on my sword, which makes it glow like that. It's more damage. You do more damage with it when it glows like that. A holy light sword, kinda ish. But this is the place where I went the wrong direction. I went backwards instead on the level, and I got kinda irritating on myself. Irritated that I did it. So yeah, just look me coming back here, and I were like, haven't I seen this already? Maybe not. And I keep on running backwards on the level, and then I'm at the giant pit again, and I'm okay. I've been here before. I ran the wrong way, but how could I run the wrong way? I were faced against the exit of the level, and I were like, no. Okay, I understand now. So let's head back to the waterfall cave where we fought that troll. Hopefully getting through the right place here. So yeah, other games that I've been recording now is Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion, and I've been started recorded Pokemon Sword, and I'm gonna add commentating on those as well. And those Urukai Berserkers are a real pain. They can do massive damage on you, and they can knock you down with ease. So you want to take them down quickly, hopefully knocking them down and then taking them out with that finishing blow. And that shield dude just won't give up. But with a sword in his stomach, he gives up. He's like, okay, I'm dead. You can run away now. We're gonna get ambushed at this next intersection here. And I were like, okay, we're getting ambushed. Does it really need to be that many orcs attacking us? Because we killed one already. Second one, third one, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 enemies, 15. Okay, that I missed one. 16. I'm not gonna count that one because I already did that. So 16 enemies. That's kind of sick, but it's a big ambush right there. Okay, 17 at least. 17 or 18 enemies we're getting ambushed by, and that's not all, because now we're gonna face off against 2 trolls, and they are mad. They are angry, they are mad. But we're gonna take this away, crush that for a full health refill. I were kinda scared about this battle first, because I do know that trolls can do massive damage on you. But if you do that strategy that I talked to you guys about multiple times now, it's pretty easy. Just focus on one troll and you should get by without any bigger mishaps. And you see, you get perfect sword, and then it's just smashing the other one, taking him down quite easy with a extremely more damaging weapon type, or not weapon type, come on man, with a more damaging weapon upgrade that you had there. And you get another points for doing that, and I do believe the stage is beaten. Yeah, you got points upgrade on the last chest there.
There is something out there.
What do you see, Legolas?
The White Wizard.
Saruman.
In that great forest.
So yeah, that's Fangorn Forest. Pretty dragged out level if you ask me, especially with that ambush with all the orcs in the end of the level and facing off 2 trolls at the same time. But yeah, it kind of teaches you what's to come on the next stages here, because Rohan stages are brutal. Most of them are, at least. We're gonna start with the plains of Rohan. And here I were just checking how many levels I still had to beat. There's actually 3 or 4 extra levels in this game. It's the Tower of Orthanc, which is kind of like a arena-based level. You start at the ground floor and then you work up 30 floors or something with attacking enemies, coming in wave-based numbers. So you gotta survive 30 floors and then you beat the stage. There's actually a secret character on the 4th level, which I'm not gonna say to you who it is. You gotta find it out for yourselves. Sorry about that. But yeah, Gandalf is with us this time, and once we run into the town, you're gonna get a health bar of the civilians or the humans here, and you gotta save them. And this is actually the 2nd time that I play this stage, because the first time I played this stage I actually failed with keeping them safe. So what you need to do is kind of try to find where the humans are at, and if they're behind some kind of environmental hazard, you need to save them quick as hell. Because most of the times Urukais are attacking them at the same time and they cannot escape. Most of the times there is a water barrel that you need to break to extinguish the flames, and then you gotta smash the barricade that's blocking them to escape. There's nothing more than that. You're gonna see here there's a water barrel, smash it, and you're gonna put out the flames, and now we just gotta wait for a sequence here where a human gets knocked down, putting out those flames, allowing us to run up the stairs fast. Remember that, fast, because you need to smash that barricade and allow them to escape. And now we're facing off against the more difficult Urukais, which are the White Hand war soldiers of Urukais, I would say. Armored Urukais. But they're no bigger problem. If you knock them down, take them out with your insta-kill button, then it shouldn't be a problem. And you of course get those Berserker Urukais. Take them down. Do not shoot the civilians in the back with arrows. But yeah, speed is of the essence. Do not run into flames either. If you keep that in mind, you're gonna do this level without any bigger problems, but speed is of course of an essence here, because Urukais are ambushing these poor humans relentless. They are not giving a thing about letting you pass through hordes of enemies to make it easy for you. No, no, no. You gotta do this the hard way. Smash through quick and be relentless yourself against Urukais, because they are not caring one thing about you. And we're grouping up here with Gandalf again, and we got a couple of humans up in the upper left corner which you need to save from that berserking Urukai. So just blow him away with your arrows and that should be fine. This is the place where I died the first time I actually played this stage, this recording, but I trimmed that segment out. I don't want you to see me failing on the mission, and you start from the beginning anyway, so it doesn't matter that I trimmed out that segment. So we're getting up at the close to the end of the level, and here are the Rohan soldiers trying to save their people, but they get slaughtered anyway. And we got a badass Urukai here not giving a shit about flying arrows or anything. He just goes smashing through people, and he just like oh no, you poor bastard, you're gonna get thrown into the flaming pit of Mount Doom, and you're gonna burn. You gotta burn real bad. So you get a timer here. You need to actually save those people that they throwed in, and you're gonna do that with crushing that roadblock that's up. And now it's just okay. Do not let the civilians run into flames either. But that's just unlucky that it did, because those ranged urukais actually can throw fire bombs, and that's what happened there. Be wary of that, of course, but at the same time urukais can run into their own flames and die, so that's pretty sweet as well. So at this point I were like, okay, there's no more urukais, I do not hear any more fighting. Let's try and find the end of the game, or not end of the game, end of the level, and that is that. But you cannot progress because, yeah, I kind of forgot about a couple of urukais, I do believe, or if it was that now we had one urukai left, and we are killing him, and Gandalf comes to our saving. He's like, oh, is it already done? Where are all those urukais? So we save the people of Rohan for now.
Still have work to do.
And we're gonna make a travel to Helm's Deep soon. Yeah, while I'm commentating on videos, I want to keep the video length a little bit lower than usual. I usually go for around 1.5 hours till 2 hours a video, but I think I will shorten that a little bit to around 1 hour, 1.5 hour tops. And mostly is because I want to be able to keep my focus while commentating on the video, and I kind of feel like 2 hours is way too long for a video. I might even shorten it even more, like a half-hour video to 1 hour video, or something like that. Short games like Final Fantasy and so on will get more parts, but I do believe it's kind of easier to follow through that game series when it's not a 2 to 3, 4 hour long video. And I think it's kind of easier to just follow a half-hour video or something like that. I do believe I will keep it like that, depending on how I will do things. Kind of like Final Fantasy Crisis Core, I might do a whole chapter and make that to a video, or a segment where I just do those side missions and keep that for a segment or something like that. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see how I'll progress with the upcoming videos now. So we're at the least at the next level, the second level of Rohan. We got some new enemies, suicidal bastards running in with dynamite or explosives on their back. We also got those caskets of explosives which you can fire at and make them explode. Good use to take out large number of enemies, and they are supposed to do that as well. So the game kind of gives you a hint on in the cinematic that when you shoot it, it will explode, it will kill everything that's close, kind of like that. And I do believe it's not Eomer, Theoden that's running around together with us. So we're fighting together with a king, 2 kings against 1 orc. The orc is dead, of course. And there we have those suicidal maniacs. Just blow them away with your arrows and they will keep on coming throughout the whole level here. So you can use that to your advantage, as well as it can ruin your day because it takes a lot of chunk of your health if you get hit by it, which we are going to see real soon maybe. Yeah. So it took more than half of my armor getting hit by that. And as soon as you see them running in, keep on just keeping that bow close to hand, blow them away, because most of the times they actually do come in pairs. So if you shoot one, the other one will explode and make a chain reaction, which is kind of awesome. Sometimes there are actually 3 running in, at the same time as well. So once you do that, you can see a real fine fireworks session.
Hold them at the gate.
And I mean, the Rohan warriors, they are like crap. They don't even kill one. But then again, the elite forces of Rohan is out with Eomers, so this is the old, the weak, and yeah, or the young soldiers here, kid soldiers. Doesn't matter if you're just 8 years old, you're gonna fight in this war. It's for humankind, or for Rohan at least. I don't think that's too much left of the level. I'm progressing kind of good here. We got those casket of explosives that I might take out, or maybe not. I'm not thinking about it because we do not have any enemies close by, so we can skip it. But as I told you earlier, the Urukais are mad as hell. They're easy, or they put you down easy, or knock you down easy. But then again, if you do have that skill unlocked, I do believe it's a skill you can unlock, which lets you trap them, or not trap them, but fell them down once you're getting ready to rise up yourself. It's a really powerful move to use because it will make them fall down. You can insta-kill them with that slash into the ground. So yeah, do that a lot, and you're gonna do that a lot. And Theoden keeps on running in my line of sight here, so I'm not able to make them explode the way I want them to. But the game is pretty sweet to me right now with health items and all that, so that's pretty nice at least. Another huge battlefield, blow up the caskets of explosives, taking down a huge part of the army, knock enemies into the fire, let them kill themselves, smash them into the ground, insta-kill them, and this is the last part of the mission, or level. The Urukais are loading up all their explosives, and we're gonna make that stop. Do you remember this part from the movie? No? Not? Well, maybe you were asleep back then. No, it's not. This part is just fictional, all fictional. But it's kinda cool either way. And I mean, this is a part which are not in the movie, but I kinda like this level anyway, because you're fighting and trying to figure out what the hell are they up to, and they're loading all these explosives. You're ready, they're knowing you're going to Helm's Deep, and they're gonna blow you out like the little ants you are to them. So if you have played this game on hard difficulty, please let me know, because I'm a kind of scaredy cat. I do not have the courage to try it out on the highest difficulty. Sometimes I kind of feel like, okay, I really do not need to play this game on the highest difficulty because it might be a little bit unfair, and I have a feeling this game might be unfair to you on the highest difficulty. And like that, you're beating the second level of Rohan by exploding those bagoons? I don't know the name. With explosives, so yeah, that's that. And we're gonna move on to the Plains of Rohan. We are already done. It's the third level of Rohan anyway, where we get to fight against the wolves of Isengard. And it kind of sounds cool, and it is cool as well. But imagine this game, I just say this, imagine this game being made today, the same way that it is today, or on this version, but with better graphics, better controls, better gameplay, or modernized gameplay, modernized graphics, modernized controls and everything. I would say this game would be a freaking awesome game. It is already an awesome game though, but more awesome than it is today. Imagine this game having multiplayer co-op. You can play together with 2 friends. That would be awesome. that would be real cool. The levels would be larger. Oh man, I'm getting goosebumps just by thinking about it. Sure, we do have Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War of Mordor or whatever it's called. But that's more a stealthier approach, I would say. So with the first two Wolves of Isengard, you get to blow them away with your arrows. They're not that difficult. Smash that barricade, run past. You're gonna get ambushed by 5 wolves, take them down, and then the boss battle begins. And the boss battle is against that dude. It were kind of tricky to first understand what you are supposed to do against him, because on these wolves you can easily take them out with arrows. There's nothing that feels complicated with it, or you can attack them while standing back up on your feet. But the boss is like, oh no, you're gonna fire arrows at me? Forget about it. You're gonna get up close and do melee damage on me? Forget about that. I'm gonna bite your leg and I'm gonna slice your throat out. And at this place I kind of felt like, okay, the game is kind of screwing with me right now. I'm trying to get back up, but he kind of did a double combo on me, biting my leg. And he keeps on running back on towards you and all that, and I'm kind of like, okay, how the hell am I supposed to actually do damage to him? Because arrows do not damage, does no damage on him, because he deflects it. Melee damage, forget about it, he's gonna just bite my leg. Is it something about that I'm gonna let him run past me right into the cliff and fall down or something? No, it's not that something like that either. So we're kind of like, okay, let's traverse towards the screen and see if I can find something that I'm going to use against him. But okay, there's just water, there's nothing special about it. But then I saw him standing up on the 2 legs, so I hit him with an arrow, and that stuns him. So you're able to run up to him and do some damage. And at this point I were kind of scared, because I looked at my health, I looked at his health, and I were like, okay, if I do not get any health upgrades now, then I'm screwed. But I saw that warg running in, and I were like, okay, hopefully he drops a health potion, and he did, full health potion. And I were like, okay, I'm safe, this I can do. But then again, when he charges you, it's real difficult to avoid him. And I just got to think about it when I beat the boss, that, okay, let's try backstabbing. No, not backstabbing, backstepping. That might work when he rushes towards me, but I were not thinking about it while I did the boss battle. I just tried to run so I could avoid him, and that didn't go as planned, like you can see. But he keeps on sending in those warg riders, which are perfect because you get more arrows, you get more health. So that's a good way to increase your survival rate. That is, if you kill them quick enough. But it's kind of cool that they actually put this in the game as well, that you get to fight this orc that that will drag Aragorn down, or push him down the cliff. I would call him the leader of the pack, but then again I'm not sure of it. It could be wrong, but I would say he's the leader of the pack, at least. Yeah, so that warg didn't drop anything, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna kill you now. And I notice again, some of my attacks do not damage him. Like the end of my combo, they were not touching his health meter anyway. But we did beat the stage, and we are going to move on to the Helm's Deep section of the game, which is real cool. So yeah, this is where the game actually turns up the difficulty quite a bit, to be fair. You're gonna face off... Oh, not face off, yeah, or you're gonna face off a lot of urukais, that's something that's certain. But you're gonna battle them onto the wall, and you're gonna try to keep the wall free of as many urukais as you can, and you got those ladders coming up, which you need to kick down, because those are the ladders where enemies came up or coming up from. And you can see the red dots on the map. There's a kind of map of how the wall is looking, and those red dots are the ladders that are put up, and the blue line that comes up is how many enemies there's on the wall, and you do not want it to fill up the meter, because if it does, you are failing the mission. And it will get real hectic on this battle, because it kind of feels like you're in the movie and you're doing something impossible. Sometimes it really does feel like it's okay, how the hell am I going to solve this situation? Because here I am trying to kill as many urukais or orcs as I can. They're still popping up new ones. I'm trying to kill them as quick as I can, but they're not dying fast enough to let me pull down those ladders, push down the ladders. And it kind of feels like sometimes that you are pushing down ladders, killing orcs, and still the ladders keeps on coming up quicker than you can think. But there's some environmental hazards here that makes it that are life-saving, to be honest, like this fire barrage, arrow barrage that explodes as well. It can kill the orcs as well, so that's something that are really lucky that it put into the game, because otherwise this would have been true freaking nightmare. But then again, you get to feel kind of like they felt in the movie. It's a pressure of time. You're stressed out. You know there's no winning. There is no coming out of this situation alive. But yeah, it's just a battle against time. This level. Do your best, kill as many orcs as you can, try to kick down the ladders as fast as you can, and that way you will be victorious. And at this spot I were like, okay, I'm gonna fail this mission now, because just look how red that meter was. But then again, it kinda just dropped down for me. And killing orcs or urukais, and this time we only got goblin or orcs to battle. We haven't even gotten those big freaking urukais yet, and they're still just smashing through my defenses. They are like taking ground like cockroaches or something. They are terrible, and I'm just okay, holy crap, I'm getting real stressed out here. How am I going to beat this level? There gotta be something I can do, some secret technique or something, but no, you just have to do the best you can do to kill them off as quick as you can. Kick down ladders, as I said multiple times now. And this is one of my favorite levels as well, because there is no stopping them. It's just it's so freaking awesome, that's all I can say about it. And as you can see now, we got like 6 ladders on the meter. We're almost at the maximum capacity. And I'm like, okay, shit, I'm gonna retry this level, because I do remember playing this level for the first time. I mean, way back when I got the game, and I was like, okay, this is an impossible level. How the freaking hell are you trying? Are you trying to screw with me now, game developers? Because this is impossible. But then again, if you do level up, you really need to have a level 10 hero at this point and almost fully upgraded, because otherwise this would have been impossible. If you haven't upgraded your hero or even gotten any experience to it, so it's not a level 10 hero, then you're probably dead. So the urukais are starting to drop in now. This is the part where it can become real difficult, because most of your defensive NPCs are dead as well. And I mean, this is just a chaotic level, and I love it. just because it is. Because it kind of touches the fine line of feeling impossible yet possible, if you know what I mean. It kind of feels unfair but fair at the same time. And I really like this. It makes me feel like a badass again. That will say if you beat the level, otherwise you're gonna rage quit. And Gimli is just standing there, okay, you gonna kill him or what? But yeah, I really do hope you're feeling like you wanna play this game. I know for a certain that it's a PlayStation 2 game. I'm not sure if it ever got released on PC or GameCube, but I do know The Return of the King is actually got a release on GameCube as well, because I do have that. I own that. Okay, so I actually checked it out. The Two Towers, the Lord of the Rings The Two Towers video game, got released for PlayStation 2, Game Boy Advance, Xbox and GameCube. So there's multiple releases. And the version for Microsoft Windows developed by Ritual Entertainment was cancelled during the development. That's something that I didn't know. I'd actually were supposed to get a PC release, but they cancelled that. That's kind of bad, because a PC version would have probably survived better than this version have today. And yeah, you can see the urukais are non-stop. It's actually just try to survive. Do your best all the time. And we got Urukai Berserkers now as well, and they are difficult and dangerous. So take them out quick. They can mess up your defense real bad and stop your... If you're having something you have to do, something like kicking down a ladder quick or something, they can stop you down real fast. So yeah, we are now almost overrun on the wall. And I were kind of starting to believe that this will go terribly wrong. Is it not done yet? How much do I need to protect this wall? Because it kind of feels like it keeps on getting worse and worse and worse, and you're almost barely making it. And you're kicking down ladders, you're killing orcs, urukais, and I see the meters filling up again. Okay, it's blinking, it's freaking time. If this blinks way more, it's game over. But here comes the elves saving us, blowing them to smithereens, and the level is beaten.
They have fallen back. It is over for now.
Why got 19? Then we are level. We'll see about that.
So yeah, that's that. Just 2 more levels to beat. They are kind of difficult as well. There's a lot of just swarming with enemies. You gotta defend. That's all those 2 last levels are all about, or the 3 last levels are all about. But then again, you're defending Helm's Deep, so that makes perfectly sense. And I'm not trashing the game for that. Absolutely not. I kind of like it defending things. It's kind of like if I would play a Starship Troopers game, I would love to be on the defending pod, defending my base against the Arachnites and all that. So I kind of like defending. That's what I don't know what I wanted to say about that, but defending is always fun to do.
Our defense is overrun. The women and children are being trapped.
Get them to the Great Hall! We shall hold them here, or at the keep. We cannot let them near the glittering cave.
desperate times, we're gonna defend the hall or the Great Keep or whatever we're defending at least. And this level is kind of brutal as well, because it will be swarming with explosives, suicide dudes, and you have a life bar on the gate, and the life bar of course on the gate shouldn't hit 0, because then it's game over for the level and you need to retry it from the beginning. I remember playing this game for 2 years ago when I recorded it for the first time, that I actually had big problems on this stage, so I had to go back and complete 1 or 2 levels more and upgrade my hero a little bit. But yeah, you just keep on smashing those explosive guys with arrows. As soon as you can see the torch lighting up in the distance, you just pull out your bow. It doesn't matter if there's attacking melee dudes, just take them out as quick as you can, because they will do massive damage on the gate. So that's your main focus on this level, because now we're getting overrun with melee dudes, and there's not a few of them either, because you can see there's a lot of them, and still it will keep on raining in explosive dudes. So that's why you really need to have an eye always on the broken wall in the behind or in the background, and see if you can see any torches lit up. This time we were lucky, because they came now that we have killed all the melee dudes, but like I said, always keep a close eye on that broken wall. 1 or 2 or 3 explosive dudes shouldn't make you fail the mission, but it's better not to let a single one in, because you do not know when you're gonna get overrun by a big group of enemies who are both shield wielding and fast enemies. So that's why it's especially worth to take them down as quick as you can. Luckily for us, that wall, that explosive didn't hurt our wall or our door that much. That will probably happen a few times, that I kind of miss and let one of those explosive dudes in to get close to the door, but a recommendation, take them out quick. Yeah, I shouldn't even need to say that to you guys, because it's self-explanatory if you ask me. And it kind of looked like I could destroy the wall or the door myself as well. It kind of looked like I got friendly fire on the door. I cannot actually really say that that is the case, but it kind of looked like I actually did accidentally destroy the door a little bit by myself. But yeah, keep on smashing through and it should be not a big problem. It does really look like I destroyed the door myself. But it could be the lightning or anything. It's almost that I need to go replay this game again and re-enter this level and try to destroy the door myself. But as you can see, the melee attackers aren't doing that much of damage on it, so that's why you really need to focus on the explosive dudes first. The door really succeeds in taking a lot of punishment from melee dudes. And here I tried out another kind of unlocked skill. You keep on holding triangle button and it will charge up the sword, even making it fire damage on the enemies. So when there's a big group of enemies, that is a possible way to actually take them down, because I do a kind of 360 swing. And you can see that enemy started burning. But I still needed to take him down with the insta-kill button. The insta-kill button. That kind of sounds weird saying, but it is an insta-kill button. For me it is, at least. Do do do. And I almost crapped my pants at this place because I saw there were like 3 explosive dudes grouping up on me, and then it came 3 more. So I were really scared that it would make it to the door and actually make it blow up. But I used myself, I sacrificed myself for stopping them, and that's what you should do yourself as well. It's better that you take damage, because you can always refill your damage while the door cannot be repaired. And if it breaks, then yeah, restart the level. And for all you know, you can be at the end of the level, because this doesn't really tell you when you're getting close to the end of the level. And that would really suck, and I do believe that's what happened for me. I were real close to the end of the level and I died, and I had to replay the whole freaking level again. There's no checkpoints on the levels, and that's something that I miss from modern games, because modern games do have, most of them at least, have great accessibility with checkpoints, while this game does not, or all the games does not. And it's a handicap that you can complain about, but if a game missed out on it, then you will complain about it not having it. So it's something that you get used to over playing video games over the years. Because I can sit together with my friends and tell them that I really miss the old glory days of gaming, when it was not, when it was brutal to play video games, because there were not a checkpoint around every corner, and you really needed to plan your route, you needed to learn enemy behavior and all that, and not button mashing as much. But today, video games, if you play, especially if you play the game on easiest difficulty, you can really hit the controller in your forehead and actually beat the level without problem. So now they're sending in trolls as well. Still, I'm taking care of the explosives. I do want them to hit the troll as much as I can, but I'm not I'm not that cold that I can really wait too long either, because if I miss, it will run past and blow up at the door. So I'm trying to take care of the troll. At the same time, I'm trying to take care of the explosive dudes. And there you could see him run past me. That's what I were afraid of happening. And we got the troll, and now we're gonna take care of the rest of the explosive men. Urukais. Refill, restock. So this is the last part of the mission. And I guess it kind of tells you that you're at starting to get to the end of the level. But if you haven't played this game before, it's kind of easy not to see when you're getting closer. And that is supposed to be a little special Urukai, which we killed with 2 hits. We fell him down, and then we just were like, okay, we're gonna stab you in the chest with my sword, and you're dead. And you want to take care of those archers as well, quick, because of the fire bombs that they throw out, and they are a pain in the ass while trying to stab the Urukais that are still alive, and they'll keep on firing on your back with arrows. So take all the enemies down quick before even trying to smash that war machine. That's my recommendation, at least. Kill them all, just like that. Smash them, kill them. And we're like, okay, we only got 1 archer, so let's screw him. But then I were like, okay, now let's kill him. Let's kill him. And here I got that combo actually working. XX and triangle. And you know when to switch places to destroy the war machine is when you break the boots or the shields around it. And as you can see, this is just a bullet sponge. It takes a lot of damage, even though you kind of succeeds in doing combos and everything. And I have fully upgraded my weapon as well, so, or my character, so that's, imagine how much damage this would take if you haven't upgraded him. And you can see the door is taking a lot of punishment. It's down below 50%, so you want to do this way more quicker. And maybe there's something that I can do to make it take more damage, maybe firing on the balls or anything. I don't know, I haven't tried it out, so I cannot say that there's no easier way to actually destroy it. This is the way that I found out and it worked, and I were like, okay, let's keep on doing that. But smashing this will make it break and destroy, blow up, and you completed this level. Legolas saves you. Gimli saves you as well.
I've seen such axe work, Master Dwarf.
Or I such bow skill. But they never stand back up after I have hit them.
So yeah, just one level left.
Women and children are safe for now.
We cannot hold them!
Okay, so it's time for the last level. We're gonna defend Hornburg. While we're doing that, we need to save both Legolas and Gimli. And to save Legolas, you really need to be quick, because I noticed this is my second play of this level as well. I kind of failed it. I let Legolas to die, and what you need to do is defend this giant gate here, and it will just be swarming with enemies on this stage. There's no easy way to do this than just keep on attacking, keep on killing everything you see, keep on trying to keep them away from the gate, all that. Trust in yourself, trust in your partners, I would say. We're going to say, but I do not mean that, because you only need to trust yourself, because your partners are kind of stupid sometimes. But anyway, keep on smashing that triangle button, heavy attacks, smash those shields. We got goblins, we got orcs, we got urukais, we got all the enemies that we faced off against so far, except the exploding dudes. They are not attacking us. There will be trolls, there will be urukai berserkers, there will be archers, everything. They are throwing everything at us. Isengard is not they are mad as hell in Isengard. But anyway, to save Legolas, you need to run up a ledge up on the upper wall, and you're gonna run past a couple of enemies. Do not even care about, or do not even think about attacking them, because Legolas' health will drain quick as hell, and you need to be even quicker to save him, Because the first time I played this, I were like, okay, there's enemy in my way, let's take care of them, let's try to get past without taking too much damage. But yeah, I saw the fall of Legolas that time, and it was not pretty. So this time, I'm just screw this. I'm gonna let you be. I see Legolas' health taken down already, and I'm running past them, running up the stairs. Move it. And this is the place where I started fighting enemies because I were getting stuck and all that, but I'm not gonna do that this time. I'm gonna go to the Legolas. I'm gonna need to save my friend. And he's surrounded by like 3 Urukais, and they do massive damage at him, you can see. And what you want to do, even if you're fast enough, they still do massive damage at him. So what you need to take care of, try to get him to attack you instead of Legolas. Once you've done that, run back down to the wall, and yeah, keep on defending the wall. I do believe you have to save the game. You maybe not have to, but I thought I might be wrong on that one. You maybe don't need to save Gimli because Gimli saves himself. He's cool. He's awesome. He has his axe. He just swings it 360 degrees and everything dies that are close to him. But there will be archers, I promise you. And when they say there's archers on the wall, I kinda screwed. I didn't think about it first, but then I were like, okay, maybe I need to kill them to progress the level. So I went up the wall, killed a couple of them, and I've kind of thought, okay, maybe I kill them all. But I kept on seeing arrows, flaming arrows falling down, and I were like, okay, maybe I missed a couple of them. So I ran back up and killed them. But right now we do not need to focus on that. We are just focusing on guarding the gate, trying to kill everything that's in our path. The Urukais are doing massive damage on the gate, so take them down quick. That's all I can say. Awesome level though. The desperation, you can see it, you can feel it, and I promise you, you do feel it, because you see that wall, the health bar keeps on dropping down, and you're like, holy crap, what am I supposed to do? They all just keep on smashing through, they keep on coming. They're like cockroaches. Yeah, so we got archers right now on the wall, which I do need to take care of, and I were like, okay, let's see if I can find some archers. And you can see them in the background barely. You see them firing arrows. And I was like, okay, there's no archers there, because I didn't see them at first. And then I was like, okay, oh, where are the archers? I can't find them. But I will run back up real soon and take care of them, I promise. I kind of feel stupid now watching this. How did I not think about it? But we're getting back up. And now I saw the archers. And you can see the auto target thing. And I'm okay, I might have got them all, but I don't think I did get them all, so I'm gonna run back up the stairs for the third time, trying to get all the archers. Gonna clean here a little bit. You can see there's a massive amount of enemies on the screen at the same time. I think this is kinda cool for a PlayStation 2 game to actually have this many enemies and characters, NPCs on the screen at the same time. I'm trying to think of another game that actually do have this amount of enemies that you can kill and NPCs at the same time, but I cannot think of another game. But as you can see, we missed a couple of enemies on the wall, so we're gonna take care of them, 3 of them at least. And I'm kinda running all the way this time to see, did I miss anyone more or anyone else? And I'm getting a little bit nervous now because I see the health bar on the wall, and I'm like, oh no, Please don't let me fail this once more. I already failed this level once. I do not want to do it twice. And now we got those Urkai Berserkers as well. And they are... yeah, they are a real pain. That's all I can say. Massive damage, fast as hell, pain to take down. And this is the part where we're like, okay, I need to be done with this stage now. It cannot be that much left to do. And this is what happens then. And we're like, shit. Not a troll. I need to take it down quick. And it's like, one troll? No, you get 2 trolls. And I knew that if they start attacking the gate, then I'm screwed because they do massive damage. And I'm like, okay, one more hit and it's down. I really need to take them down quicker. And I did, and I was like, oh, the screen froze. Did I fail? No, I did not fail. So we beat the game. Thank you for watching Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, one of my... a game that I hold really dear to my heart. It's one of my more favorite games that are tied into a movie. I'm gonna play The Return of the King as well. But this is this game. There's no credits, there's no end cinematic for you guys to watch because I cannot trim them out due to licensing. And thank you for watching, and I do hope you enjoy me commentating on the video games that I play. And like I told you, I'm gonna probably make them shorter and better for you guys. So thank you a lot for watching, and I do hope I see you in the next video. Bye bye.